here for it. Okay. Yeah, it's your fault. Thanks for having me here, but we've got some excellent people up here to do good work. But sometimes in any organization, you have a problem. Most of those problems are handled privately. But sometimes the problems need to be addressed publicly. We're going to do that tonight. Mark, you can't walk off from this one. Come here. It's your fault. One of the problems we have has been here for 50 years. You've been here for 50 years, you're still a problem. But is that the league doesn't tell the world how good we all are. And you need to deal with people who keep trying to tell that story. And you either get rid of them or you make them do something. So we're going to take the second choice. This has been vetted by Lee, all the section managers in the West Gulf, and we're going to deal with the problem we've got. Mark Clayton, come here. Yeah, you did that, Mark Clayton, come here. You haven't told him we're going to make you section manager. I'm not to be serious about Mark for a second, his enthusiasm for amateur radio, you already know. It's outstanding, and he does a good job of selling the story of amateur radio. So, because he does that, he is now going to be the Assistant Director of West Gulf for Public Relations for the entire West Gulf Division of Oklahoma, Texas. Congratulations. And at the end of this, tomorrow at the front table, he'll be selling autographs. Go away. Go, you sit if you want, that's okay. You go sit. I won't pick on you in a minute anyway. What Mark asked is that I come and leave soon, but to come and talk to you about what has been happening with the league, both the good and the bad, and Lee, come sit at this. If you've got questions when we're talking, ask them. I mean, the last thing you want is let the lawyers stand up and keep talking. The devil will be wrong. You can't clap. But one of the things that has happened recently that we all know about is we got hit. The league got hit with a ransomware attack. It's the third time the league has been hit. First time was the Ukrainians, the second time was the Chinese. They didn't do any real damage. This happened about 8 or 10 years ago. This hit was real. It was a true ransomware attack. It locked up starting on May 15th, correct? May 15th, it locked down the entire network of Italy. I think they hit it about 10:15 in the morning. That's the reason everything went offline. The website stayed up because they didn't touch it. But all the servers, all the part of the network that we had went down. Now, the good news, we'll come back to that in a minute. The good news is, it's over with. We've got control, mostly, of everything. The ransomware attack has cost us so far $35,000. We dodged the bullet. We were insured. The losses, if you go, the loss of our cost was covered by the insurance company. We had running cost of just trying to get everything back up in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, not counting anything else. Insurance company stepped up and covered that. So it's a $35,000 out-of-pocket cost at the moment. What is not included in that, and Lee knows enough about IT that he doesn't have to write it in the back of his hand, is that we're having to replace equipment. These folks made a mistake. They didn't encrypt the data. They locked down the operating systems, they locked down the servers, knocked everything off. They didn't lock up the data.
What?
Had they done that, we'd be in real trouble. Yeah, I can't fix the fact that they are stupid. They're not, by the way. They're well known worldwide. They're very good, and they are meaner than a snake. But the data was safe. If you look at what was posted on the website about updates, the first update was the one that I insisted we put up. Because the question was, did they access membership data? No. Credit card information, social security numbers were never taken yet. That's tied into that personified system, and it's up in the cloud. They did not get to it. I won't say they can't. They did not. These guys were real efficient. They erased a lot of our backups. They should have been able to, but they did. The first question I asked when I got the phone call was, is the money still in the bank? That question hadn't been addressed real well, but the money's safe. That was protected. Second question, where is we on the logbook of the world data? They didn't touch it. The data was never encrypted. They encrypted everything else. They didn't encrypt that data. They didn't encrypt a lot of the other data. That data was pulled out of backup. For you guys in the IT area, you can make fun of me for my description not being very good. But the network was disconnected. Well, we thought we were going to disconnect it and then shut down.
John, you got to tell them the reason why is because it's running on abacuses and etch-a-sketches.
I left out the etch-a-sketch, that's right. But we determined that the data I had was on a server. We were able to download it and pull it out of headquarters. All the logbook of the world was current within 15 minutes of the time we were hit. We've now brought the logbook of the world back up. We were concerned about the software underneath it. It's old software. Some of the software is not supported, but we were able to get the software working. The servers are back up. The data is backed up in multiple places now. So if you blow the servers offline again, the data on the world is in, I think, 3-4 places. And you can't get to them all. That was one of the things we insisted on. So DXCC awards aren't working right now. They're not working because it's on a separate system that we can't secure well enough. So instead of letting the internal system talk to the outside system, they've been air gapped. So when you're trying to get an award, all the data is manually entered into the outside system to get the awards. So it's going to take a while. If you go through and look at what is still working and what's not, I think our financial data ended on April 30th. All the data before that is safe. Since then, we're having to rebuild it. We can. I mean, we're paying bills, we're paying employees, that's not a problem. But getting the system working, we've got a problem with the software because it's Microsoft, Great Plains software. But that will come back up, we'll get it back up. But that is delaying things, so if you as a section manager send a reimbursement request, wait. In your case, it may never come. But VEC system is not current. We can't appoint new VEs. There are awards we can't deal with. It's going to take time to rebuild. Why did it take that long? Because when they hit us and encrypted things and we decrypted it, not everything came back. There's stuff that is damaged and we're going to have to rebuild it. The good news is employee data we think is compromised. But membership data is not, public world data, everything else is fine. We just have to rebuild the systems. There's a cost associated with that. We don't know what it's going to be yet because it's not over yet. But it'll take months before we leave, chime in on this normally. It's going to take months to get everything back up and running.
For us, yeah.